Hey there, lads and lasses. Welcome to Friday. Welcome also to Pi Day. Pi Day is on Friday. Pi Day Friday. So yeah, it is a little bit past 11 a.m. on a Friday, and that can only mean that it's time for some Buffooncraft SMP. Now, of course, being a retired math teacher, you know, I get a lot of stuff, a lot of attention about the Pi Day, March 14th. But I like to focus on some of the other days that correspond with particular mathematical numbers. Well, all numbers are mathematical, right? Like E Day, for example. Of course, when was our last E Day, right? Square root of 2 day. Golden ratio day. I don't have anything against Pi Day. It's just in education, you know, if I get overexposed to something for too long of a time, and especially if it's been reduced to some ridiculous meme, and it's just in your face all the time, it's just grown, right? It's too bad. They catch a cool idea like that, and then they just make it very uncool. It is only Pi Day in America, though, isn't it? Well, I mean, if you're in this time zone and stuff, if it's already tomorrow where you are, then and depending on your calendar system too, right? Right, because in other places they put the month first, and then in other they do day, month, and year, which to me makes more sense. But you know the way we do things over here. Hey, so maybe I can get in extra square root of 2 days and extra golden ratio days and extra E days because of that. Yeah. Yeah, like the last golden ratio day was January 6th, 2018. Here, right? So, no pie for the Brits. Let's not even talk about the Chinese with their lunar calendar and all of their various calendars. So, people think in Asia, most places in Asia, they have 2 calendars. They have the solar calendar and they have the lunar calendar, but they have other calendars too. Yeah. And they use them. Like in Japan, they have dynastic calendars, right? And in Taiwan, what's the best way to describe this? It's not really a historical or a political calendar, but they have a calendar where it starts where the first day that Taiwan declares its independence from mainland China. And so that's year 0 for them. So they have a calendar that runs that way too that they use. So okay. What to do in Buffooncraft? I know in places in Asia, the day you were born is also the first birthday, so 1 year later. Yeah. But you know what? They wouldn't celebrate your particular birthday on your day. It's just your birth year is more what they celebrate, really, not your birthday. But they have really adopted the Western tradition of birthdays over there. So they do celebrate your birthday over there now, and they have for quite some time. Yeah. So that was a very, very old, like colonial, pre-colonial kind of thing, right? Nowadays in modern Asia, they just celebrate birthdays like everybody else does, but part of that is the Chinese zodiac cycle too, right? Where it specifies more the year and based on the 12-year cycle than it is on the day. So okay. Today's going to be a tough day. What are we doing in Buffooncraft? We are procrastinating in Buffooncraft. That's what we're doing. So I've proofed out the concept. I've been dropping the hints for quite some time that I'm working on something, big for my main build. And it all depends on if I can get the game mechanic to work. So I proofed it out, and the game mechanic will work. So that's done. But now comes I don't know if it's the tedious part, but the things I'm building are going to be built the same way I built the giant hand in Season 4. And so 3D model, put that into a voxelizer, breaking it up into cubes, blocks, scaling it, and then it outputs a PDF in slices, and it gives you a schematic on how to build it. I'm going to do that like 12 times. I'm at least going to start with the first one and see how that works out, and then I may build the other 11, or I may just build 3 more. It depends. But I have that work to do, making the model, voxelizing it, and then outputting the PDF schematic for it. And I'm procrastinating like all heck on that. And I don't know why. It's a cool thing. I enjoy doing it and stuff, but I'm just not doing that for some reason. So I think it's not quite the time, so I'm kind of stalling on that. It's like processing my VODs, for example. I'm months behind on processing my VODs. For some reason, brain just stopped doing that. I'm not going to do that. So I need to get back into that again. I am still uploading the VODs onto YouTube. They're just not in their playlists with the chosen thumbnail and the tags and all of that and the titles and stuff, so. Yeah, I just remember with Korean pop stars, there was confusion a few years ago because in Korea they were like 30 years old, but their ID, when I was teaching, the last 6 years I was teaching at the private school, 70 to sometimes 90% of our demographic would be international Chinese. And so, the things with the birthdays and the legal birthdays and the birth dates and the ages was, wow. That was a whole thing. Yeah. You would have seniors who were like 21 years old. So, yeah, that was not uncommon in our school. So I'm procrastinating on the main build. And not because it's difficult or anything. It's just for some reason my brain just doesn't want to do that right now. Also, I've enjoyed from the end of November right up through January, I've enjoyed having a brain. Yeah. The neurons were firing. I had what I would consider a normal level of cognitive ability, and it was wonderful. But that all ended in February, and we're back to bumbling, foggy-headed, can't work my hands brain again. We're back to that. Today, that is very bad. So if you guys can't handle that and it's just too exasperating to watch, by all means bail on the stream. I won't blame you. It's going to be a very difficult stream that way. That being said, though, let's just try to make the best of it. Let me see. Let's log on into the server. You guys can see Jeannie has been in the chat there for quite some time, so welcome in, Jeannie. You guys can see the auto shout out for her way, way, way back. There we go. Yeah, if you scroll back through there. The beloved Buffoon. Excuse me. Her build is coming along fantastically, by the way. So please go check that out when you get the chance. Let's switch on over to the display scene. We'll head on into here. A couple things before we get back into this. Let's give you a little update on what's been happening here at the base. The efforts of my procrastination. Fancy seeing you here, indeed. So while I've been procrastinating, I've been occupying myself with things that are really that I had scheduled for the end of the season. That I am now doing, and I shouldn't be. I should be working on the main build. But you guys can see I've put in the water pools. These will be decorated with the coral reef and the fish and stuff like that. But for now, we've just put in the water pools and the conduits. I like the way this came out. This really adds to the trade hall center, the trading center build. It looks so much better than I thought it would. I knew it was going to look okay at best, but it looked. These are temporary markers. It just looks really cool, especially at night when you get the lighting effects. And then when you're on the inside looking out, and you catch glimpses of the ocean in the background and stuff with this and the water in the foreground, it just looks really cool. I'm very, very pleased. I'm very pleased. It is weird. I was thinking of building a walkway across the top of it because in order to enter the trade area, you have to walk through the trade halls. But I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave it. That's why the trade halls have an entrance and exit at either end. Right? Now, I've started working on some of the roads and some of the paths around the island, and I initially came up with this deep slate pattern, which I'm not pleased with. It doesn't look bad, but at the very best, it looks merely okay. And merely okay is not what I'm going for. I don't want things to be merely okay. I want them to be super, super cool. This is merely okay. I think I can do better. The other thing I wanted to challenge myself with is to build roads and paths out of a fairly kind of exotic block to go the Flying Villager route and make something pretty bizarre. The third thing to consider is I'm not going to keep the entire Mushroom Island biome everywhere. I'm going to terraform and put in a lot of greenery, and I've decided to leave patches like preserves of Mushroom Island area here and there. But I also want a road pattern that looks good with the Mushroom Island biome and with the green biome. So that's what I decided on doing. So I tried to do the deep slate because it's a fairly neutral kind of color. I guess it sort of goes good with our block palette. It's okay, but it's just merely okay. And merely okay is not what I'm going for. So what I've decided to do is something difficult. I've decided to make all the roads and paths out of coral. I think it goes better with the block palette. It goes good against both the Mushroom Island biome and the green biome. And it's a kind of exotic block with which to build a road. So I like the idea of that. Downside, number one, I refuse, absolutely refuse, to completely obliterate, or even obliterate in the least, the beautiful coral reefs surrounding this island. I cannot bring myself to do that. And we have the coral reef that's betwixt my island and Nova's. And I'm not going to harvest coral from those. I just can't bring myself to do it. It just looks too nice. And sure, I could go far enough. I can go farther enough. I can go far enough out of render distance. See, it's going to be one of those streams. I can go far enough out of render distance and get the very extremes of this biome, but no, I just can't do it. These are all my original. I am proud to say. But, yeah, talking's difficult. Everything's going to be difficult today, by the way. But, yeah, I just can't. A natural coral reef, I just can't. They're just too beautiful a biome to hack anywhere on the map. I just can't do it. So what I did is I asked Nova, can you install the mod whereby we can craft the coral blocks from the coral fans? And he was, yeah, absolutely, sure. And so he went and did that. So, and coral fans, you can farm those. So I don't have to take those from the coral reef. You can farm those. You need the warm ocean biome, which we are completely surrounded by. There's some patches where it's lukewarm ocean and regular ocean out there, but we have tons of warm ocean biome around us. And we can use that to farm the fans without breaking the reefs or anything. We can just set down some blocks and spawn them right on top with the bone meal, and it makes the fans, and then you harvest them, right? So we can do that, and then from the fans we can craft the blocks. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to work on today. And I'm going to work on just making enough for this road right here. And then I'm going to see what it looks like and then make a decision. So I'm not going to make a machine for that yet. I shall be the machine for that. And we'll harvest some by hand, and we'll see how that goes. I was going to put a pattern in here of some kind, but no. Now, I think I'm going to go very random with the 5 different types of coral blocks. I think for the most part, though, and I'll show you the different kinds of blocks. Well, maybe I have them. Hold on. Maybe I have them in here. Okay, here we go. You guys can see I've been doing a little bit of work here. Prepping for the stream. There we go. So here are the 5 kinds that from which we can choose. So we have the dead. Oh, this one I like a lot, by the way. This one I like the least. I like this one. It's a little bit busy. The tube I don't really care for too much, but... And then we have the dead bubble. So I'm thinking of making the road mostly out of the dead bubble and then randomly putting these in as randomly as possible. Pseudo-randomly adding these. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. But I don't know. I might make this the main block and then pseudo-random the rest of these in. I'm not sure. I think this is just a good transition block between these tighter kinds of patterns and this looser kind of pattern. So I don't know. I'm thinking of doing that. But yes, Buffoons, we do have the mod now where you can craft coral. I don't think any of you will be using that, but... And then if we decide to go that route, and I think we shall, then we'll make a machine for it, because the amount of coral that we're going to need is going to be incredible. We're going to need a lot. So first of all, we're going to need the cardinal roads, the main cardinal roads. So north, south, east, and west. That's already going to take a lot of coral. And then we have the ring road here around the trade hall. And then we're going to have the path roads here that lead to the different builds that split off of the main road. And so we're going to need all of those, right? That's going to be a lot of coral. That's another reason why I don't want to take coral from the reef, because we need so much of it. It's just going to obliterate the reef, and I don't want to do that. So we do need to do that today. That's, I think, how we shall procrastinate today away from the main build. The main build, by the way, is going to be incredible. Kachi has seen the idea for it, and he's just flipping out. He just can't wait for me to build that. So it's just me making myself do it now. And I have to hurry up, because I want the main build built by the halfway point of the season, and I think we're already near there. If we haven't, we've already probably passed the halfway point a little bit already. And one of the things I wanted to challenge myself to do is to get the main build and most of the main builds in place halfway through the season. And then spend the rest of the season just decorating and terraforming and decorating. That way, if the season ends, everything looks like it's finished, right? The main stuff has been finished. And so the second half of the season is just decorating, terraforming, and then just interacting with the other buffoons, right? That was my plan for the season. And so I feel we're a little bit past the halfway point, although that hasn't been confirmed. But I feel we're right about there. And so I really do need to get a move on and build. The other thing is, I also don't want to finish my base in the last few days, or even be asking for more days at the end of the season to finish it, because then I can't enjoy it, right? If I finish it at the very last day, what's the point? It's the season end. I can't use the finished base. So that's the other reason why I want to finish it right around the halfway point, is so I can enjoy using it, right? So one other thing I want to give you guys a quick update on. One of the things on which I want to give you guys a quick update. I guess, I don't know. Talking's going to be hard. Goats. Finally, after all this time, we have 2 screaming goats. Bruce Dickinson. Bruce Dickinson and Roger Daltrey. Okay, there we go. All right. So they will make the other screaming goats for us. And so when you have one screaming goat, there's a 50% chance of breeding them with a non-screaming goat. And there's a 50% chance of getting a screaming goat. When you have 2 screaming goats, there's a 100% chance. So now we can get all varieties of goats and horns. We can get the screaming goats from these guys, and we can get the non-screaming guys horns from these guys. And now, hey, come on now. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Ever since I was young, I yearned for the mines. And this one's what? Call? And so now we have access to all the different kinds of horns. It's funny because I didn't set out to do this season. Believe me, farming goats was not on the plan for this season. But I needed the horns to activate our trident chucking friends here, so they can do their do their thing. You know what I'm saying? And so I got the 4 regular kind of horns, the common horns. And in doing that, I needed to make a goat farm. And then I was thinking, you know what? Instead of halfway making a farm just to get the things I need, let's just build a full farm. Let's just do it. And so I did it. And so now we have the goat farm. Now there's not too much of a demand for the goat horns here on the Buffooncraft server. But yeah, goats are ridiculous. I would now usually in mobs that are difficult to work with, villagers are number 1. They're the most exasperating mobs to work with. Second is probably sheep. But no, there is a new second. That is goats. In fact, goats are very, very close to being almost as annoying to work with as villagers. Believe me. Goats are a major pain in the butt. They are. Okay, enough of this. Okay, so let's see what's involved in making a whole bunch of coral. And then we will consider making a machine. Let's do this. Let's bring all the coral over into one spot. Let's also get ourselves a chest over there, double chest, in which we can store. Let me see. We need some sand, but we don't need quite that much. Thank you very much. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, no, let's not do that. See, it's gonna be one of those days. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to make some chests. That's what I'm trying to do. And let me see. Double chest for now. We'll be fine. Let's go, boy. Now, see, all of this will be built out, so there'll be no more taking shortcuts across. They'll be using the roads. Yeah, so not only will I have the 4 cardinal roads and the paths in between, but I'm going to make a road, a circumferential road, around the entire outside of the island. And so that's why I need so much coral. It's a coral joke, coral. Come back here, you. It's for your own good, trust me. Eventually, at some point, I'll build my bothy up here on top of this hill. And it will be all decorated and look all nice and everything down here. Off to the side here will be a nice little stable in which we'll park the horses. There will be more than one horse. And don't worry, Huxley, you're still my main man. Oh, over here. There's the Lasny in town at the townhouse, right? But there'll be some other horses here. I'll probably buy some off of Kai. Just when visitors come to use it, there'll be the service they can use to get around. There's going to be another big feature right here. That's going to be cool. All right, let's get down to the... Now, we need a warm ocean biome, and fortunately, we have a bit of warm ocean biome that runs, right? You can see the coral right here. Runs right up to the very shoreline here. That's cool. So we can make a temporary manual farm right here. And then, depending on how much coral we're going to wind up needing and stuff, we may wind up building a farm with more automation in it and whatnot, and we'll probably do that like right here. Right off of this shore right here. All right, let's load this up with the various stuff. So, let me see. Show you guys how this works and the various steps that this is going to require. But in order to do that, there's one vital item that we're going to need, and that is bone meal. Bone meal, everyone. See if I have any on me here. No. 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 And no. Do we have any over here? A resounding no all the way around. Okay. Luckily, I know a guy. That guy would be me. And Nova, we've built ourselves the mob farm over yonder, the southern mob farm, and that has tons of bone meal. Just waiting for us to use. Let's go fetch some of that. We'll go get ourselves some bone blocks. Then as far as the main build is concerned, on which I've been procrastinating, admittedly. Shameless admission. Yeah, you know, I'll get around to doing that. I'm thinking maybe next Buffooncraft stream we'll be working on that. Starting to put that into place. Right. This is down here on this level. That's gunpowder. Oh, wow, we really don't have a lot. We need to AFK. Okay. The other thing I need to do is I need to tweak this thing a little bit. Yeah, we're on active mode right now. I think we're on active mode because I was repairing tools. So I've got to get some of the orange and white light blocks. Can't think of their name right now. Are you talking about the glass? Because you can't mean shroom lights because they don't come in orange and white. Or anything close to that. Oh, the shroom lights. Not orange lights and white lights. Orange and white lights, yeah. Yes, I got it. Yeah, those are the shroom lights from the warped trees in the nether. Yeah. Oh, I think they're from the Crimson, too. I think the Crimson trees have those as well. But, you know, Shut and Nebula might have loads and loads, stacks and stacks of those because of their tree farm. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely certain. All I can say is make sure that you have the hoe with you and it has efficiency 5 and mending. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I don't think I have any because I don't think I've been using those. Nor have I been using the warped or crimson for much. Let's take a quick look here again. No. Yeah, I have 2. Shroom lights. And you know what? I probably just stuck them in there because while I was in the nether, they just happened to pop into my inventory while I was doing other things. And it's probably just inventory purge. These things. But just make sure you bring your hoe. Yes, I know. Bring the hoe and make sure it has efficiency 5 with the Silk Touch. Silk Touch doesn't really matter. But at least it has to have efficiency 5 and the mending, right? Unbreaking 3 would be handy too. Let's do let's do that first. Okay, so if you're in a warm ocean biome, and this little square right here definitely is, you can just bone meal that, and you get the coral fans, right? So if you click on that, and I think you need the silk touch. So if you do left, and you put this in the left hand like this, you do left, right, left, right, left, right, like this. Sure, you get some seagrass, but you get the coral fans, right? Now, I'm trying to have this so you can just do... So you can just hold it, right? Hold it in place. Like this, right? But I can't hold it down, right? So... yeah, so it's not quite like a mud farm or a concrete farm or something like that. It's not quite like that. Yeah, so you can see where it goes through bone meal really fast, right? Now, we could have a bone meal dispenser, right? We could do that. And we could set this up just like that, which we'll probably do today. Right, but the thing is, when you get the coral fans now, you could see if you get 4 of these, now thanks to the mod, 4 of those will give you the horned coral block. And then when you leave the block out, power, it gives you the dead coral. So there are a number of steps involved, right? If you supposedly... if you spawn the coral on a block above the water, it should die. Like that, right? I mean, this should be warm ocean right here, I think. Biome. Warm ocean right here, right? So you should... like this, and there it dies. But at the rate at which you spawn them and then harvest them, they don't die by the time you harvest them anyway. So what I'm thinking is just get a whole bunch of live coral and just either lay it out horizontally or maybe vertically. Just let it all die and then just harvest it. So I'm not sure if that's really the best way to do it because I need so much, right? The Scotsman in me thinks that there's some... I should do this in a better way. But Jeannie, yeah, if you go into the Discord and ask around, the folks I would ask, of course, is always shut in Nebula first because they have everything in droves, right? That's just the way they are. And then I'd probably ask Villager next. And I'm sorry, I didn't catch how many of those you needed. I think I know where a forest is, so just going to double check there first. Yeah. But the hoe for that I described with the efficiency 5 and the unbreaking and the mending, that's critical. You need to bring that with you. That is critical. Also an axe to chop through the trees, too. Occasionally you're going to have to do that. Oh, 6. Yeah, you're fine. So see, I can just lay out big columns of this or big strips of this and wait for them to change. I mean, they'll change as I'm laying them out, and then once they're all dead, I can just harvest them all. All right, so there is that. So I'm going to go ahead and may need more in the long run, and if it works, we'll need them 2, but for now, 6 should be enough. Yeah, just to test it out, I guess, huh? Let's craft up what we have. Oh, that's nice. We have some nice multiples of 4 here. I like that. And of course, 'tis nightfall. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. I will ask them. I need some to build fire. Yeah. Yeah, like I already have 2 in my inventory, so you'd really only need 4. I think it's just better just to pop into the nether, just whack a few, and then we have plenty of warped forest around. And crimson, too. You can find them in the crimson, too. We've got plenty of crimson. More than we want. I think that would be the fastest thing to do. But Flying Villager's base isn't too far away from yours. So if he has them, he's... There we go. And just wait for death to catch up with our coral. There's a crimson forest down the tunnel to our Pale Garden portal. Remember blocking it up to make it safe, so it popped down the... Yeah. Thankfully, it was right where I thought it was. Yeah, that helps, doesn't it? All right, yeah, and the reason why I have the water stream is to, when I break off the items, they go right into here. I'm thinking... I want to build a redstone thing here really, really bad. So I'm thinking a dispenser on a clock, and it just ticks the bone meal. And we make a little bit of obsidian, so we don't break it with a pickaxe. We certainly don't need the netherite pickaxe for this. And I don't think looting will help on this. Or I should say Fortune 3. I think we're good. Yeah, let's make that. Let's do that quickly. If I take a dispenser, let's get some redstone. Let me see. No, that's a furnace, Thunder. That's not going to work. Dispenser will, though. And if I put said dispenser right here. No. Dispenser, please. Please. I told you guys it was going to be one of these streams. You were warned. You were warned. Okay, like this. Like that. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. That kind of thing right there. Okay, and we load this thing up with bone meal for days, people. I'm thinking we can just put observers here, right? And so yeah, let's do this away in a very ugly but high functioning kind of configuration here. We'll do this. We'll do that. Couple observers. We'll just use an observer clock kind of situation here. I was going to have this facing upward, but I could have it slide inward too. Just thinking the direction in which I want this to face. What if, and I'm just spitballing here, what if hands, please. Come on, man. You could do that. You could do this. Hands, please. Now, if I do this, and I do that, and smooth stone, or we could be fancy. Like this, get ourselves a lever, and it is lever, not lever. Yeah, like that. And we do this, and we go like that. Oh, that needs to be facing down. That's right. Duh. That's why I wanted to do that. And I wanted to do that. There, see how it did that? Now we just need it to do that many, many times on a clock. And so now this has to slide over the top. Yeah, like this. Or it's just going to be easier to reach. Like so. There's Angel Thunder. How are you doing? Oh, wow. The bow-bows and everything. Hello, Angel. How you doing? Always good to see you. Welcome on in. You guys can see the auto shout out there for Angel. Angel by you. What were you streaming last time? Aloft. How's your Friday? I am doing excellent. Thank you very, very much. Let's put that there. Good to see you as always. It's my Friday off. Oh, best Friday ever, right? Okay, that's good right now. And then you know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking? I don't know. Do I want to do that or not? We could do this kind of a thing. This is the jankiest looking. Yeah, so that's how that's going to work, like that. Let me see. I work 10-hour days so I can have a 3-day weekend. Ah, nice. Yeah, nursing and medical and stuff. You guys usually have that kind of setup. Mrs. Thunderhand has that kind of setup. In fact, Mrs. Thunderhand has it down because she's been there so long now with the seniority that she only works 2 days a week. And she still stays above the part-time, so we still have the benefits and stuff. And she works 2 12-hour days each week. Yeah. But it took her a long time to get there. For the longest time, she was 4 days on, 3 days off, which is what you're doing, right? So. Right. I'm wondering though, do I get the seagrass if I don't use sand? If I use some other block, but I think I still do. Right. All right. So if I just do this, and we just get down here like this. There we go. Yeah, see, but we're going to break that sand, right? So what I'm thinking is, do I have any obsidian? Yeah, I got a little bit. And will the coral grow on the obsidian? And I think it will. Yeah, okay, we're good. It's just that we have the efficiency 5, right? And we also need a much weaker pickaxe. And yeah, see? Oh, but you know, the good thing is, if I do this right, that's asking a lot. If I do this right, then I don't really need, you guys will see, watch what happens. Yeah, see, it'll grow the coral fan right on the side here. And we won't even need anything underneath here. So the pickaxe won't actually contact anything. So we should be all set there. You see, just in that little bit, we already made a lot of coral. So. Okay, Angel, yeah, you go into lurk, please. You do what you need to do. Your lurk is always appreciated, my dear. Always. And you enjoy your Friday. All right, so I want to use a different pickaxe now. So let's put away our redstone stuff. Okay, grab 13 of them. That should be good. Yeah, nice and quick, right? Let's do this. And you know what? We'll set this up a little bit better. It's super jank right now, but we'll make a nice little station here like this. Yeah, you guys can see how much bone meal we've used. I want Thunder's tools to right over here. What I want is I want my Silk Touch pickaxe, but without efficiency 5. And I think we're going to have to make one, which isn't a big deal. Why is that not a big deal? Because we happen to have the most powerful trade hall on the server. That's why. And we can just go buy said pickaxe in a moment. Wow, Arma, hey, how you doing? Good day, mate. How you doing down there? Always good to see you. And you know what? I'm 5 minutes behind on taking my break. But since you just logged in now, I'm going to delay that a little bit longer. Because it's not like I really want to encourage, hey, welcome to the stream. Here's 3 minutes of ads. But if I don't run the ads, you get the 3 minutes of ads anyway, right? Because of the pre-roll. So the good thing about running ads is I can decide where we want them, right? Doing great yourself? I could not be doing better. Thank you. No hydrate. Thank you for the redeem, Genie. Let's go do this. I'm a little foggy brained today, Arma, so the struggle is real, but it's not that bad. Let's go buy some stuff. We need a pickaxe. 2 emeralds. See, this is more like it. 1 emerald. 4 emeralds. Okay. Let's just do that. Oh, yeah. Did you recognize the David guy in my computer clip? It says no. Not yet. I did see that you sent that to me. I have not yet watched it. But I shall. In fact, I was meant to watch that last night. Oh, let's bring some emeralds over with us. Yeah, so hold that thought, Jeannie, for a little bit longer. By the way, Buffoons, there are shulkers full of these books here, so you don't have to go through the steps of buying them and stuff. If you just want to grab the books sometimes, there's spares. Pre-purchased. I don't think Fortune 3 is going to help, but I'm going to put it on there anyway. Respiration 3, what's with that? I didn't ask for that. Did I not get the Silk Touch? Mending? Yeah, I went to buy Silk Touch and... Oh yeah, I grabbed the wrong book. That's the one I want. The one I want. And then Unbreaking 3. I have 5 stacks of quartz off from finishing the long wall 1 of my temple, then just a little over half the other side to do. Whew, all that quartz! I might grab some pre-purchased books at some point, actually, to make some backup tools, as I had to use them recently and haven't replaced them yet. Okay. You can always come down here if you want to, but the trade hall in town is closer, and I think they have some in there as well. I'm not sure. So, choice is yours, though. You're certainly welcome to drop in at any point. Just remember, just be careful with the noises you make here, right? I've done a better job at insulating those up there, by the way. So, books. Emeralds. There we go. Okay, let's make our pickaxe, and then I think we'll take a break. And since today is Pi Day, 031425, last 2 digits, whatever. And first thing that I have enchanted today. And thankfully I have enough levels. Now usually I'll go to the website, and I've put a link for the website in our public Discord for the enchantment ordering tool. And you just pull up the item that you're enchanting and the enchants you would like on there. And then you hit calculate, and it will tell you in which order to combine and enchant things to use the least amount of XP as possible, and so you won't go over and it's too expensive. So it's a really cool Java web tool. It's in there. Go check it out. But this, we've got 68 levels, and we've only got 4 books. We should be fine. I think mending should probably go first, and then unbreaking 3. And then also you could just test them too, right? Like that would cost 7. This would cost 9. So 7 first. Oh, that's right. I can't put Fortune and Mending, I think it is. Fortune and Silk Touch on the same one. Yeah. All right. So much for that. There we go. Oh, you don't put the books together to make Superbook, and the cheapest way to put one. Some of them you do, and some of them you don't. It depends on how much the XP cost is, and then how many levels and stuff like that. Sometimes you can combine them with each other first, and then so this tool will tell you when is the best time to do that. It's really cool. I use it now all the time. Whenever I was going to make it myself. Actually, I was going to work out the probabilities and the percentages myself, and I was about to open up Excel and make an Excel spreadsheet app that did that. And I was just about to start working out the math for it. And I'm like, nah, somebody must have done this already. Somebody must, and I looked it up, and sure enough, right away. And I forget the author's name who built that, but the link is in the Thunderhand 64_gaming community Discord. It should be in there. All right, so now we have our Silk Touch tool. We should be okay here now, like this. We do this, we get that. We flip this open like this, and we just do this. And this is super cool, right? Yeah, and see, I really want to have the obsidian behind that. Or you know what? Maybe I don't want anything behind that. Yeah, maybe I don't want anything behind that. Maybe I want to. Maybe I want to do something like this instead, right? Like if I do something like this and have the water stream originate here, not there. This is very awkward. You guys will see what I'm doing in just a moment. Like this. And I have the water stream there. I can now do something like that. Maybe my pickaxe won't hit these now. Uh-oh. Oh, it doesn't like that. Yeah, it doesn't like that. Great. And let me see. We do need to see out of here. We're already out of bone meal, but I think you guys can see where this is going to go. Let me see. I'm going to need some... I'd like to put some glass there so I can see what's going on out here. But I don't have any glass handy. We don't need that any longer. And so I'm thinking I can just do that. That should be fine. And then the items won't fly out. Right? I could put another one right over there. Probably. And that, well, I can't do that. I can do this. And the idea is to keep the items from flying away, right? Let's do this, and then we'll take our break. Yeah, in fact, you know what? Yeah, you can check out that link too. And I just put it in my bookmarks, and so whenever I go there, I just do that. I just enter in whatever item I'm trying to enchant, select all the enchantments, hit calculate, and then it tells the order. It'll say combine tool with Fortune 3 first, and then combine mending and unbreaking books together. Apply that book to the tool, and it'll tell you the order in which to do it. It's really cool. And it's not as tedious as I make it sound with my awkward verbal description. It's very fast. Okay, let's do this. Let's take a quick break here. I'm going to run ads for about 3 minutes, and then we shall be right back. Okay, and we're back. And wow, I didn't even log off the server, which was pretty risky. Let me reset the playlist here. There we go. So, welcome back. So, yeah, I think I've used up all of our bone meal, right? Oh, no, we still have one more bone meal block. All right, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. We're going to have to AFK and get ourselves a lot of bone meal. There we go. And so we can get the fans, and then we can craft them up. We can set up an auto crafter that will help us. There we go. That will help us with the crafting the blocks. We can do that. Did I break the obsidian? I don't think so. I think I can see it there. I thought I heard obsidian break. Yeah, I did. But you know what? I think as long as I have the back piece of obsidian there and I aim at the space below it, I think I'm good. Then I don't hit any blocks. And the coral, because of the water stream, still flows in. So in fact, if I put a little bit of soul sand right under there, it'll make sure that the items flow up and not out through that hole. And it'll also make my pickaxe last longer. And also, I don't think it'll grow the seaweed. Because seaweed won't grow on the side of the dispenser, so... Yeah, you know what? I think this is going to be good enough. I don't think I have to make a big machine for this. Yeah, we're out. Okay, let's see what we have. Oh, we have a lot of coral, but here are the coral fans. This is what we're looking for here. This is good. You know, I like this. Some good stuff. Now we have both coral fans and coral. So I think I can also craft blocks from the coral as well. We'll try that in just a moment. Let's see. So I have, well, let's make sure that we get all of the coral fans first. Yeah, here we go. And now I should just have the coral itself. Yes! Nice! Nice. I like that. Thanks again to Nova for installing the mod on here with which we can craft coral. Super helpful. Oops. Okay. And let's just do this, and we can use up this wherever we can. Fire coral like this. All right, I think that'll do it. Coral and fire coral. I think we're all set. Fans and coral. Ooh, got a little, some squiddy. Met his untimely demise right there. And so now we have some black squid ink. Nice. You know, I'm wondering, is it just any 4 items or do they have to be the same? Yeah, of course, they can't be different. You need a particular kind. Thunder. Come on, man. Really? All right. Let's farm these out. This is going to bring us high in the sky, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing this near water. But also, you know, we get a cool look at the island from way up here, too. That's always cool. See, already, because I have the render distance set and Bobby is doing its thing, right? We can get a good view of the island. Oh, there's a Ziggy down there. Ziggy, what you doing over there? Wow, the trade hall looks really nice from here. Look at that. That looks so cool. You know, this season's build isn't really that big so far. I mean, the island itself, the base is the entire island, by the way. So it's not so big, so large this year. Although it has a lot of pieces to it. So height-wise, it's not that tall. Well, you do have the iron farm. That's going to wind up being a little tall. And the features that we're going to pull around it, some of those will be kind of tall. But area-wise, though, really cool. All right, and that should be it for blocks. Let's wait for death to catch up. And then we'll go down, we'll harvest all of these. And then you know what? We'll start to put some in place. I'll show you guys what I have in mind. We'll do a little bit of this. We'll do a little sleeping. And then we're going to need a lot of bone meal. So that's going to mean AFK at the mob farm. And we're going to need to tweak that mob farm a little bit. Uh-oh. We got a pointy boy. Where is he? Oh, I see you. How dare you, sir? Oh, wow. Hey, did you see where he just killed the pufferfish? That's cool. Now he's trying to kill me. That's cool how he took out the pufferfish, though. I so like it when they turn on each other. Where are you guys coming from? Can't a man have a little bit of peace? There we go. And I should have switched to standing mode, so we need to do that. A little inventory management here. Let's put that back. I think we're doing well there. And let me see. Let's do this. Good. We've got ourselves some stuff with which to work. Let's make a couple of minor adjustments here. Bring the camera up to 6'1", roughly 1.8 meters. Right about there. There we go. Well, I got to remind myself. It's not 6'1" these days. It's more like 6 foot. Kachi's getting up there. He's only 13. He's like I know the last time we checked he was 5'10", and he's probably put on an inch since then. He's probably like 5'11" now. He's going to clear 6 feet very easily. His older brother, who's 19, about to turn 20, is already 6'3". Kachi might pass him. If Kachi did sports, Kachi would definitely pass him. Although Kachi doesn't really dislike sports, he's just not particularly that interested in it. He doesn't really dislike it, though. He's just not that interested. Biggie's the athlete. Let's see. So what I want to do with this is... First of all, I want to get the shape of the road in place. And let's do that and get that out of my face. Where is that other shovel? I want to be using... a somewhat less powerful shovel for detailing. There we go. There, like that. Okay. So I'm thinking in my creative test world, I came up with a system of varying the road that looked pretty good. And it's a kind of contrived pattern, but it breaks it up just enough where it gives it just the amount of variance that I want, but also kind of keeps it like in line and looking kind of cool too. So it's just shifting it by 7s roughly. So E, San, Si, U, Liu, Chi. Like right there. So it would shift this way. It would go back this way and shift, and it would just keep alternating like that. All right. And so on this side over here, right, we go. We brought the detailing shovel out just for this reason. Like this. All right. And so we would do this, and actually, on this side, it's going to do this, right? Like this. Oh, man, I'm mixing myself up. Here, calm down, brain, please. Please. All right, yeah, this one would shift over this way by a block. And then it would return to the center, and then it's going to move over this way, which means I need to take 7 off of this side, like this. Right, and so it will stagger back and forth all the way down. So let's get 3 iterations in there, and let's see if there's going to be enough coral for that. Probably not. And the thing is, I can't control what kind of coral we're going to make. And so that kind of sucks. Because, like I said, I would really like to have, I think it's the bubble coral, be the main kind of coral, and then pepper in the other kinds. See where I did a little experiment with the pale moss. Let me check something quick here. Yeah, I think we're good here. Like that. Okay, so you can see where we have the road. It shifts over. It returns to center here. And then it offsets in the other direction and returns to center. That way it doesn't deviate too much from the straight road in which I want it to be. Deviates just enough to make it interesting looking, right? There we go. So it does that kind of a thing. So center deviates from this angle to the right, returns to center, deviates to the left, center deviates to the right, and just goes on down. That way it still gives you a straight run, right? But it deviates enough so it looks interesting. What do we have here? Dead bubble coral block. Yeah, see, so this is the main kind of block that I want to have. So what I would be tempted to do would be to wait to get as much dead bubble coral blocks as possible. Just do the whole thing in dead bubble coral blocks, and then just go in, poke holes randomly afterwards, or as randomly as I can. And then put in the other kinds of coral, right? And remember, there is repetition in random systems. So if you want to make something look random, you've got to think about distributions like that. That's good. We've got a lot of this horn coral, right? Because this stuff looks really good. Okay, that's not bad. Let's go with the fire coral next. I'm already liking that. I'm already liking it. Wow, we have a lot of this fire coral as well. Good stuff. Going to build in a little bit of repetition here. Okay, that's good. See, I like this a lot already. It's such a weird looking road. Here's the tube coral. Oh, we have a lot of tube coral. And we have a lot of the brain coral too. The brain coral, though, is really disruptive. It's so different looking than everything else. I really want to use it super sparingly. Hawk hands. Really? Something like that. That's what I'm thinking about. So I'm thinking something like this, and then... yeah, something like that. And then we'll have some features on the sides here that will kind of act as a transitional area, like between the road and whatever landscape is going to be on the other sides. The other sides on the sides. Of course, my shaft down to the moines is going to have to be moved. Right? But this is what I'm thinking of right here. We have 16 minutes left of the stream. And I'm wondering, should we set up an auto crafter? Now, I can't really move the coral and coral fan visitors to my island. I'm so lonely down here. Look at this. A gift from the mighty Zeus himself. A gift from the gods. So I'm going to F5 here just for a moment. You guys are getting a little glimpse of future Thunderhand. This is probably going to be me in October on my birthday. I'm going to look like that to my left. Okay. I assume this is a donation.
Yes, I have several more as well. They just didn't fit in the shulker.
Aw, that's so sweet. I'll tell you what. Let's not take your shulker here. You could. Let's just put this. You could put it right there. Because viewers, we have not accessed the end yet. We have yet to do that. So shulkers are kind of rare. Thank you ever so much. Hey, can I return the favor? Is there anything you need while you're down here?
Um,
Not yet?
just on my quartz hunt.
You could... I think we can buy it, can't we? But you can
Yeah.
buy the blocks, though, but not the raw quartz.
Yeah, it's the blocks that I need for the walls.
Oh. I know some...
Trading for
I know some guys.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's wise. Eat out there. So I do have these 4 guys. And you can use the iron trade. This middle chest has the iron. You can use the iron trade to get the emeralds for them. And then you can buy the quartz.
Oh, which one does iron trade?
They all do. Oh,
Do they?
wait. Not the masons. No, you're right. I'm sorry. Any of the other 3. Yeah. What am I thinking?
Okay.
Sure.
That is super helpful. Thank you.
Before you go do that too much, though, have you converted these guys yet?
I haven't.
Okay, you should do that to get the good prices. And it's fun. Have you got a moment?
Yay! I do.
Okay, here. Right over here. Now, first of all, make sure you're safely behind these trapdoors. You can go like right up to here. That's fine. And now you want to take that horn. There you go. Give that thing a little toot. Eh? Did I insulate that a little too well? So I did insulate these to make it a little safer.
Are you a bit too safe?
Yeah, maybe step away a little bit out here. Maybe it'll reach better. I think I insulated it too well. Hold on. Stay there. Just, pay no heed. Pay no heed. Right. It'll work. All right, give it a shot. Oh, really?
Or maybe I need to be closer.
Let's try that.
Yeah!
Now be careful. Make sure you're out of range. He might be able to see you there. Yeah, usually right about here is a good place to stand. And just let him do his thing. And enjoy. He loves doing his job, trust me. The subjects of his conversion, probably not so much so, but he likes doing it. But see, that's what they get for setting their prices too high.
Yeah, they just need to be reminded who's boss.
Yeah, our little consumer protection agency in there. Consumer
he's
protection
basically-
agent, Pierce Brosnan. That's Pierce Brosnan in there.
He's basically trading standards.
Yes. Now we just got to make sure that we stay out of range because sometimes he gets confused.
Sometimes
Almost.
they're too good.
Yeah.
Too good at it.
Sometimes he enjoys his job a little too much. Ow! Yeah, so you got me there a little bit. Almost. I think he's got 2 more. Ow! See?
Oh,
Behave. Behave. Okay, that's more like it. I'm just trying to give the viewers a good view of this. Oh, and there's Dora. Welcome on in, Dora. Appreciate the lurk.
Hi, Dora.
Is that all of them? No, we have the one in the corner
No,
here.
we got this one here.
Yeah, there he goes. See. Okay, No. He has one in the other corner. He has to. Did he get you?
Yeah. No, I managed to run past quick enough, but I was just
Okay.
trying to see. Oh, yeah, I
Okay,
see
and he's got
dude.
the other corner down there. And I think he's done.
Yeah, there's that one done.
Okay, you can give a toot and it'll close it. Maybe a little closer. Maybe over where I am.
Yep.
There it
There we
is.
go.
Okay, I think I did too good of a job insulating those. So if you would put that right back there.
There.
And now it's potions and apples, right?
Okay.
So let me see. They should be right in here. Apples. Plenty of potions. I'll do the potions if you do the apples.
Yeah. I've never done this part, so.
Oh, it's so much fun. All right, so let me see. In my setup, I can use 2 potions. There you go. 1, 2 potions right there.
Sound is terrifying.
It is, isn't it? But in a fun way.
Do you just give them one apple or multiple?
Just 1 apple. Oh, careful. There you go. That should do it. And see, now when they come around to our way of thinking, your prices will be extra, extra low. See?
Yay, cheap prices.
Yay.
That's what we like.
And you could do this at the other hall, too. It's a little bit different at the other hall. He comes out on a track and stuff, but...
Yeah. I quite like your way with the horn.
Well, it's funny, but it's kind of dangerous. If I do this next season for the public trading hall, I'm thinking I'll just have a lever up at the top. Right? I mean...
Yeah. The horn is fun, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. These guys will do their thing, and then when they convert back, it takes a few minutes for them to do it. So,
Yeah.
but then you can have all the trades.
Thank you.
Yeah, and if you do this at the other hall, you'll get the trades there as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So what do we do in the meantime? That's like a pickup line in the 80s. Big time. So we have a few minutes here.
I really do love this place. It is really gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Here, let me do some
I like
sleeping.
I like how you've got the Liechtenstein stuff on the frog lights.
Oh, the glow lichen, yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah, I'm not finished with the roofs of these yet. I still haven't come up with some idea to cover up the redstone for the roofs and make it look decent, but I'm sure it'll dawn on me sooner or later.
I'm not a fan of roofs, so I'm not looking forward to that part of the temple.
Well, you are the god of the sky, right? Why would you? Here, let me just set this over here so I'm out of range here. There we go. Have you seen the iron farm doing its thing?
I don't think I've actually seen it in person yet.
Oh, it's so
Haven't
much
really
fun.
been over here for a while.
It's so
Did
much
you have a
fun.
look?
It's just right over there. Here. We can do that while we're waiting for your guys to come to their senses, right? Unless you, I don't know, are you in a hurry?
No,
I should ask that first.
no, of course not.
Now, eventually, I'll buy some horses from Kai so we don't have to hoof it over there. Well,
He's
Okay,
on
they're
fire.
starting.
Woo.
How did you get... Wow.
Uh-oh.
How did he get out of his pen?
Hello, hello. He's not where he's supposed to be.
Did you see the one just fall, though?
Oh no, I was watching you.
Yeah, he's over in being incinerated right now. There he goes. So let me see. Where's Bubbles at right now? If you... Okay, he's on the top level now. He should be dropping down to the bottom one any moment. There he goes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yes. Oh, and there goes the next one. Yeah, there he
Yep.
goes.
And there's another one on the way, I think, in the middle.
Now, the idea of this is there's a detection zone around the villagers. And so long as there's an iron golem in there, they won't spawn any more. So you really want to get them out of that zone as quickly as possible, so they can spawn another one as quickly as possible. So hence the catapult. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Ka-chong, he's gone. Yeah. Let's go get your stuff. Originally, I was going to have portals there and have them go into the nether. And Nova and I were talking about it, and it's like, that would put some lag on the server. It's not really bad, but then I'm thinking, you know what? You know what would be funnier? If we just catapulted them out of there.
That is absolutely brilliant.
All right, let's see how many of our dudes came around to our way of thinking here. All of them. Oh, that's nice.
Yay!
So now you can take your emeralds, you can buy your quartz. You can get the maximum amount for your iron.
Yay! Now they're all cheap. They're only one.
Yep, nice. 1 for 1 with the iron trade. Now, you could also go over to the farming hall and cash in the pumpkins and the melons. Same kind of effect, right?
Yeah.
But we also have an iron farm right there, so we can use the iron.
Yeah, which is really quick and easy, thankfully. The worst part about it is the cooldown on the quartz.
Yeah.
They only do it like twice in a day, so you've got to wait like... I think they do what? I need more.
Yeah, during Season 4, I was using a lot of quartz slabs. And so I had 16 of these masons.
Yeah.
So they were really cranking out the quartz. This season, I just needed 4 more generic villagers in here. And I figured, all right, well, let's throw the masons in here because they're probably the more useful. Certainly not going to throw in 4 Fletchers or anything like that, right? 4 cartographers, really. Are they all maxed out now?
For the moment, yeah.
Block O quartz, yeah.
Like out of all of like the using the quartz, that is the most kind of frustrating part, is just waiting for the cooldowns. Which is why I keep taking breaks between doing it. So I'll go get a bunch, like a few stacks, and then I'll take a break, do something else, and go get a few more stacks.
Yeah. And let me see, how many masons do we have at the trade hall in Drost?
I think there might be about 8.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably better to use them. I mean, you have to convert them all, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get more for around there, right?
Well, I can get more emeralds with these guys thanks to the conversion currently. But the purchasing of the quartz is still 1 for 1 regardless, so...
Yeah.
It's just the emerald conversion that's better here.
Well, it's faster here. Yeah, I mean, you can still do it down there, but it's just and it's only a little faster, right? It just comes. It's also a little more dangerous. So.
I laugh in the face of danger. Ha ha.
Well, then
ha.
you've come to the right place.
Trying to think what that's a quote from.
Oh my God.
Moving, I can't think. of
There's
what
so
movie.
many. Right. That's been used so many times. I'm thinking of like Austin
I think
Powers.
it's Lion
That
King. I think
danger's
it's
my
Simba in
middle
Lion
name.
King.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Simba in the Lion King with the hyenas.
Yeah. Oh, that'd make a good redeem, I think.
Yeah.
Boy.
I'm pretty sure it's like, I laugh in the face of danger. Ha ha ha. And then the hyenas start laughing and you get scared.
That might, yeah. I already have one for March. I just have to make it. So maybe for April, I'll do that one. That'll be a good one.
That'd be really cool.
All right. With that, I think my stream is finished. I need to log
Thank you
off.
for the stream. I'm gonna
You're
be,
welcome.
Just using your dudes for a little bit before I head off.
Shamelessly using my dudes here. Alrighty, I'll leave you to have your fun here. I'm gonna go find a place to log off. Let's head over to our Coral Road, and maybe we can do the trade hall in the background. Something like that, maybe. That might be a good thumbnail right there. Yeah, that might be a good thumbnail. Okay, with that, it is past 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That means time to wrap up the stream. Let's see if there's anyone to whom we can read out. There is no one right now. So I think we'll just wrap up the stream in that case. I haven't completed a stream without writing out in quite some time, so. But that's just as well. You know, we have, I do have to prep to go fetch Kachi, you know, that gives me time to, you know, settle down and get some lunch and maybe do some of the things of which I've been speaking, you know, like process some VODs, maybe Thunder. Okay. Just remember, everybody, we do this Buffooncraft stream every Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our next stream will be from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be Kachi time on Sunday. And the stream after that will be Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be Generations. And we should be doing Baby Zombie Rush and the Baby Zombie Rush beta world for that. Okay, thank you everybody for showing up today. It was a really cool stream. It turned out a little bit better than I thought. I thought today's stream would be a nightmare. But thank you so much for showing up, everybody, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.